Good morning students. In this video I will start to explain from here from the topic transpiration. We will discuss this topic now. First, transpiration. First let me explain it and then I will just tell you the definition. My dear students, some of the water is being lost in the form of water vapor from the leaves and or from some other aerial parts of the plant, and this process is known as transpiration. This process is known as transpiration, and most of this water is lost by stomata. Mostly the transpiration it takes place by stomata. Now my dear students, let us see the definition of transpiration. Just see to the definition of transpiration. The process of loss of water in the form of water vapor through the leaves and other aerial parts of plant is called transpiration. So this is the definition of transpiration, my dear students. Just see to the definition. The process of loss of water in the form of water vapor through the leaves and other aerial parts of the plant is called transpiration. Now my dear students, there is a relationship between this absorption of water and transpiration. There is a relationship between absorption of water and transpiration. Listen here now. When the water is being lost by transpiration, it creates tension or pull, which is termed as transpiration pull. Clear? When the water is being lost through transpiration, this creates tension or pull, which is termed as transpiration pull. My dear students, due to this transpiration pull, more water is being absorbed by the roots. Clear? More water is being absorbed by the roots. Clear all of you? So this transpiration and absorption, they are interlinked with one another. The transpiration and the absorption are interlinked with one another. When the water is lost by transpiration, the more water is being absorbed by the roots. Clear all of you? In this diagram also you can see here. In this diagram, the leaf is being shown here. You can see the leaf. From the leaf, the transpiration is being taking place. It means water is being lost through stomata, and this is known as transpiration. My dear students, due to this transpiration pull is being produced. And more water will be absorbed by the roots. So my dear students, from here you must know what is transpiration. So what is transpiration? Transpiration means the loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant. Clear all of you? So next, so this was about the transpiration. You must know the definition. Next my dear students, next we will discuss this topic, factors affecting rate of transpiration. Let us discuss one by one. The first factor is temperature. My dear students, as the temperature increases, the rate of transpiration also increases. As the temperature increases, the rate of transpiration also increases. Just see to it. The rate of transpiration goes up as the temperature increases. So, it means that the rate of transpiration increases when the temperature increases. Clear? So, on increasing temperature, the rate of transpiration also increases. Then next, my dear students, second factor is relative humidity. Second factor is relative humidity. First of all, you must know what is humidity. Humidity means the amount of water vapor present in the air. The amount of water vapor present in the air is called humidity. Clear? The amount of moisture present in the air is called humidity. Next, my dear students, on increasing the humidity, the rate of transpiration decreases. Clear? Just see to this the last line. The higher is the humidity in the air, the lower is the rate of transpiration. The higher is the humidity of air, the lower is the rate of transpiration. Clear all of you? So, my dear students, on increasing humidity, the rate of transpiration decreases. On increasing humidity, the rate of transpiration increases. Sorry, on increasing humidity, the rate of transpiration decreases. Rate of transpiration decreases. Next factor we will discuss now. My dear students, the next factor is wind. The next factor is wind. So, my dear students, just see to it. If there is no wind, the moisture laden air around the leaf may not move, thus raising the humidity of air. A strong wind will take away the moist air more quickly and help to increase the rate of transpiration. So, my dear students, on increasing the speed of wind, the rate of transpiration increases. On increasing the speed of wind, my dear students, on increasing the speed of wind, the rate of transpiration also increases. Just see to this line. A strong wind will take away the moist air more quickly and helps to increase the rate of transpiration. This is about the wind, speed of wind. Clear all of you? Now come to next factor. Next factor is light or sunlight. Light or sunlight, this is another factor. On increasing the intensity of sunlight, my dear students, on increasing the intensity of sunlight, the rate of transpiration also increases. The rate of transpiration also increases. Now, my dear students, at night time, the stomata are closed. At night time, the stomata are closed. So, during night transpiration will not take place, but in daytime, when the light comes, the stomata gets open and the transpiration also takes place. My dear students, transpiration can occur only when stomata are opened. Clear all of you? So, light, it is an important factor of transpiration. Light is the important factor of transpiration as it regulates the opening and closing of stomata. In the daytime, the transpiration is much higher because stomata are open. So, my dear students, on increasing the intensity of sunlight, the rate of transpiration also increases. Then next factor, this is the next factor, the last factor which affects the transpiration is available soil water. Available soil water. The available soil water produces indirect effect on rate of transpiration, because the deficiency in water supply causes soil solution to become more concentrated. So, therefore, there is less tendency for water to enter by osmosis. If there is less uptake of water by roots, the guard cells will become flaccid and stomata will get open. Now, I will explain this in my own words, please listen here. Sufficient amount of water is required to open for the opening of stomata. My dear students, a sufficient amount of water is required for the opening of stomata. If there is less amount of water in the leaves, if there is less amount of water in the leaves, or we can say if the less amount of water is absorbed by the roots, then stomata will not get open properly and the transpiration will decrease So, sufficient water is also responsible for the opening of stomata, and when the stomata will open properly, then only the transpiration rate will increase. Clear all of you? So, these were the factors my dear students, which affects the rate of transpiration, Next, my dear student, this is the next topic, importance of transpiration in plants. This is the next topic, importance of transpiration in plants, or we can say just significance of transpiration, importance of transpiration. My dear students, the first importance is that it provides cooling effect. The transpiration, it provides cooling effect. It means by the help of transpiration, the plant cool itself. The amount of temperature decreases. You can see here, as a result of transpiration in hot summer, plants cool themselves as considerable amount of latent heat is lost to convert water into vapor. Now listen, my dear students, when from any of the surface evaporation takes place, that particular surface becomes cool. Same thing is happening here. When water is lost through transpiration, this water gets evaporated, and when this water gets evaporated, then that particular surface will become cool. Clear all of you? So, transpiration, it provides cooling effect to the plant. This transpiration, it provides cooling effect to the plants. Next, now my dear students, see the next importance. The next importance of transpiration is intake of minerals. It helps in the absorption of minerals. The greater the transpiration, greater is the rate of absorption of water from the soil. Clear? If more transpiration will occur, then the more absorption of water will take place. Clear? More absorption of water will take place. And my dear students, with the water, the dissolved minerals also move from the soil. Clear all of you? So, when there will be greater transpiration, then the absorption of water will also be more, and when more water is absorbed, the minerals, the dissolved minerals will also be intaken more by the plant. Clear all of you? Now next, the third importance is elimination. The third importance is elimination of excess water. My dear students, by this process, by the help of transpiration, the plants, they give out excess water. They eliminate or they give out excess water. Excess water means extra water. So, roots of plants continuously absorb water from the soil. Only 1% water is used by the plants for photosynthesis, while the excess water is lost by transpiration. So, my dear students, these were the three importance of transpiration. The first one, which was the first one? The first one was the first importance of transpiration we have discussed previously. The first importance is it provide cooling effect. Then second one is it helps in intake of minerals, and the third one is it helps in elimination of excess water. It helps in elimination of excess water. Clear? So, thank you everyone. Next we will see in the next video.